Don't lie to me. This guy right here is your best friend. Anybody know what this is? It's a cacao tree. Cacao is a naturally occurring tree in Mexico, and we are quite a bit north of where they really thrive. They are much more friendly to tropical areas and a lot hotter. They get much larger than the species, the guys we have here on the property. But the Aztecs actually were using cacao to make a chocolate drink when the Spaniards arrived. That drink was very special. It was only reserved for the ruling and religious classes of Aztec society. The common Aztecs were not allowed to enjoy chocolate. When the Spaniards arrived, they were offered some of this chocolate drink. Of course, who wouldn't like it? And it was through the efforts of the Spaniards that chocolate was actually developed as a product. But the cacao trees are very, very unique in the fact that they shoot their seed pods out from their trunks and their limbs. And there's another one over there. You can see the green pods. Those are young. The orange ones are older. And, well, there's one behind me here. He doesn't have any pods coming out. But you can see all these pods sprouting out from the trees. And actually, this is another one back here. You can see some of the orange pods. Now, down in the cacao plantations, those orange pods, when they're ready to harvest, are much larger than these, yay big. And they will cut those open. I think it's all done mechanically at this point, but I'm sure at some point or in other areas that don't have the ability to do so, it is still done by hand. Inside those pods are a very white, starchy filament type stuff. And you scrape that out, and inside that is the little cacao seeds, which of course are brown in nature. And they dry those, and that is basically ground up and is cooking cocoa. When you buy Nestle's cocoa, that is basically ground up cacao seeds. Now, of course, those of you that bake know that the cacao or the cocoa is naturally unsweetened. It does need to be sweetened. These are not naturally sweet, but without the seeds and the cacao in it, it would never taste like chocolate. That's the basis of chocolate. One last interesting thing about chocolate, it comes from the ancient Nahuatl language, which was the Aztec language and is still spoken by several million Mexicans in the interior of the country. Nahuatl. That word was chocolate. It is kind of fascinating to me that a word that is derived from the ancient Aztec language is universally translatable in any language you want to use it in. You can go to Taipei, Tokyo,